Tyler is.
Nah.
And Addison. Tony, do you remember when I had that paper and I was going around making this stuff for Addison? She
Yeah.
was in school and
Yeah.
like she was just really young then.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how, but she graduated out of college and she kind of is in charge of a nursing home
Oh, I see.
someplace.
One of the big events that we had in our life after all the kids are gone was when we went to Europe. That was a big thing for us.
Mm-hmm.
Really was at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, it was a big thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When was that?
That was when, well, it was about close to 1980, I think, because Mike and
30-something years ago.
Yeah, Mike and Joanne were living in Naples, Italy, because Boeing sent him over there, and we went. We were gone 3 weeks.
Nice.
So did you ever have I know that you used to belong to the art museum a long time ago.
Seattle Art Museum?
Did you ever have a chance to think about going to that show there at the Science Center where they had the troops from China?
Oh, you know, I saw the terracotta soldiers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where did I see? I think we were watching TV the other night. I
Yeah.
think one of the commercials talked about that.
That's a big find.
Oh, yeah.
Big find. Oh.
You know, Liz, he or I neither one knew French or
Spanish or
well, we weren't in Spain, but we did really good. I mean, we went into a grocery store though one day. I think we were in Rome. It was just a little bitty place, and it was supposed to be said supermarket. But and that guy, I know he got tired of me trying to make change, and he just took some out of my hand and dropped some in my other hand.
We went walking one evening over there in Rome, and we went into a little restaurant. It wasn't a restaurant, a pizzeria or something. Wrote us, but I wanted a ham sandwich. But I'd watched them do it, and I told Mary that I wanted 2 orders of ham on that sandwich, and she had a hell of a time
Well, I
trying
said
to
duo.
tell her what I want 2
something.
pieces of ham on that sandwich.
Yeah.
But see, our hotel was pretty close to the Eiffel Tower, and we did a lot of walking, you know. But anyhow, this was close to the last night we were in Rome, and
So we're
that was in Paris. That was in Paris.
the ham
okay.
sandwich.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower's in Paris.
A ham sandwich was in Rome, but yeah, in Paris, our hotel was right by the Eiffel Tower. And one night we went into a restaurant, sit down at a table, and here was 2 men from Everett. One I knew real well from the YMCA. And he said, "What in the world are you doing here?" They worked, it was when they had that, what was that company, the paper company in downtown Everett.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Anyhow, they worked there, and he used to come into the YMCA.
Scott Paper?
Scott Paper, yeah.
Have they ever done anything with that? Somebody bought that. Are they
Yeah.
going to have to revise
If
the
you buy,
dock out there or
if you
something?
go out there, it's just, everything's just cleared out. There's a
Is
few
it?
remaining brick buildings there, but
Yeah.
mostly it's just a level. They put gravel out there.
What I'd heard one time, it was if they wanted some ships to come in there, they're going to have to do quite a bit of
Yeah.
dredging and stuff like that.
I think there was a lot of environmental cleanup they had to do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bet. There would be.
And when we were in, we went up there from Pisa. Florence.
Florence.
Yeah, and we went in that place to eat, and those people were from some place
Yeah.
around here that we sat there at the table.
We seen the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Yeah, our hotel was right there, practically under it when
Yeah.
we were there.
That was a big thing for Mary and I at that time. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, we went to Blackwell and Oklahoma and Kansas.
Yeah, but
And then I
we
know
went
we
a
were out
lot
here.
of different places when we
Yeah.
used to drive back there.
Oh yeah.
We drove to Anchorage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a
Drove
long
to
trip.
Anchorage?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
On the
Yep.
Alcan Highway.
Was it dirt?
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't. It
What?
was a good highway going up there, but
Yeah,
it was
Alcan
dirt.
Highway is a good
Was it-
highway.
but
Not coming back, though.
Before it was paved or after?
No, it was after it was paved.
Yeah.
It was big.
But on the way home, we came a different way,
Oh,
and
it was a booger.
it was bad. I mean, really, Tom and Milton, they could sometimes you'd drive 15 minutes and then you'd hit a big
Oh,
hole and then you'd drive, and from there until we got, gosh, where were we? There was nothing.
it was far enough road there to where we hit this one point late in the evening and we stayed at the brand new motel, brand new, the old one there. Had a gas station and that.
In a motel.
And then we drove on south. That's Cassowary Highway.
Yeah,
Cassiar.
Cassiar Highway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
There
straight
wasn't
south.
anything there at that
Is it-
place.
East of the Alcan or west of the Alcan, or where was it?
Well, it would be
West.
west.
West,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, further west. Yeah, it was right straight south where the Alcan was bears to the east quite a bit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And where was it that we went to the
Follies.
Follies?
That was
It was someplace on the way up to Everett.
that big thing.
To
That little town
Anchorage.
at Follies. Very good.
So how long were you in Anchorage?
We were there 2 weeks, weren't we, or 3 weeks? Something. It was a long trip. We went every place
I
though.
hope you went in the summer.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
July.
And the people at Fairbanks, you know, right next to Denali,
Mm.
they asked us to come back because it was 95 that day.
It was really hot in Fairbanks.
95.
Today I looked and it's supposed to be 33 for the high, low and 64 for the high in Fairbanks.
I guess they've changed up the bus routes they had going up on Denali.
Mhm.
That was all school buses. Now they've changed their transportation some way, but that was quite a trip.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Did you see bears?
Yeah, we took the bus up to the mountain,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
we
as
seen
far as
bears,
they could go. And
Some scrawny elk.
they stopped the bus,
Caribou.
and here was grizzlies down here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But you could, you know, that you couldn't get off of the bus.
Oh, no,
to
I
take
wouldn't wanna get
pictures
off the
or
bus.
anything. No, I wouldn't either. But that was kind of scary. They've probably changed that road, but from where we got on the bus, it was such a narrow road, and I was sitting by the window,
Oh, yeah.
and you know, you'd come around the corner, and here you'd drop off down here.
Well, that's a land office
But
business.
it was.
Oh, I bet.
They went up as far as they could, and then they served us lunch up there. And then
I imagine all that's contracted.
probably.
Yep.
Wasn't that place we stayed there the night before we got on that bus to go to the mountain? Wasn't there 100 steps up there? Tom had reserved this motel.
Yeah.
I think we counted them. There's 100 wooden
Man, you're
steps
right up-
going up.
Really?
To the,
They built
yes.
them right at the side of the mountain. I
Oh,
mean,
wow.
that was a hell of a thing. We had to carry our bags up there and everything. No service other than that.
Oh, geez.
And nothing.
And
It's just the
remember,
bare essentials, you know.
we went down there at that restaurant and they didn't serve evening
Yeah,
meals.
yeah.
And,
Oh my goodness. That would be good to know in advance.
yeah, it would.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Where Georgia and her husband live, isn't it about 35 or 40 miles from Anchorage?
Mhm.
Nanilchuk is,
Weren't they thinking about moving? Weren't they? They were looking down in Arizona for a
They were thinking about
Yeah.
that, yeah.
well, not to move, but to be
Some, yeah.
Snow
I
bunnies.
think they spent
They were gonna.
They spent last winter pretty much down in there
Oh, did
because
they?
they went to see Clifford and.
Oh, okay.
But they had this.
And his sister lives down there
Yeah.
somewhere in Phoenix or.
Them people up there in Alaska, they always say we're going out. A big
But
thing.
there was some really nice places. Palmer was a nice town. And
Mhm.
where was that one where they had the picture of the big fish? And we stayed in those people's cabin.
Oh yeah, that's Homer.
Homer, yeah.
Yep, that was Homer.
When you were up there in the Navy, were you staying in Anchorage or?
Well, the ship
Oh,
made
yeah.
5 different stops. One was
Oh.
Anchorage.
Yeah,
We went to Juneau, Anchorage,
yeah.
Kodiak, Adak Island, and Ketchikan.
Kitchikan,
yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, so you saw a lot.
yeah, and we were there in the summer.
Yeah,
In fact,
Yeah.
it was probably right at the end of June, I think. And
Yeah.
Robbie lived out by
yeah.
Alyeska,
uh-huh.
and she worked up at the ski area.
Yeah,
And she lived in a geodesic dome house out there.
yeah. Remember Tom and Eva Lee were talking about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
Had a good time.
yeah. I remember when Eva Lee said she didn't recognize you when when you got off the ship, but she said, "Hi, Robbie and Georgia knew him right away."
Yeah. Well, that was funny. That first night we were in Anchorage. Let's see, it was 2 of my Navy buddies. Eva and Tom said, "Bring anybody along you want."
Oh, yeah.
So it was me and Smitty and I can't remember the other guy's name. Anyway, Tom and Eva Lee and all 3 kids were there
Uh-huh.
for dinner.
Uh-huh.
And after dinner, Tom says, "Hey, you guys want to go see a moose?"
He did the same thing to me.
Oh, and we said sure. And we got in the car and he drove like, half a block down, and
Yeah.
standing out at the corner was a moose out in this swampy area.
Yeah. I think we seen about a half of this.
when we
that
were
night.
up
Just
there,
after that big lake.
When we were up there was a girl, well, a woman now, but she was. Her dad worked for not the Conoco Oil Company, but the one across the road.
Sinclair
from
Prairie.
Sinclair.
Hmm.
And she went to the same grade school. She was his age, and he knew her. But 2 of her sons live in Anchorage,
Hmm.
and her husband had died down in California, so she was moving up there, and she stopped here. And we took her out for pizza, and then she went on up there. Anyhow, we told her we were going to be up there, so she said, "Now call me when you're there, and I'll come over to his sister's house." So one night about 9 o'clock, she came over, and she took me all over Anchorage and out there to that around where
The big earthquake.
the big
was.
earthquake,
Oh, yeah.
all through every
That
place.
was a big
That was
earthquake.
huge.
Yeah.
That
And
was
we,
like 9.2 or something.
Yeah.
wasn't it?
She drove
8.8.
around for about 2 or 3 hours, just showing me.
Well, I don't have any more questions.
Well,
Hey, I was going to ask you something. You got any plums this year on their tree like you have had?
Oh, apple just fell. They're already ripe and gone.
Oh, the ripe and gone?
Yeah.
I was going to tell you to get the picker there because I won't be needing it.
Oh, yeah.
there's not going to be any apples left on that tree up there.
We
is
were
there?
able to get quite a few. I mean, we ate some of them, but
Well, like this plum trees
They
out
do.
there, I'm going to have very few. And
Yeah.
that the Asian plum where you help pick them, and this one, there's no pears.
no.
Because when they're
Yeah.
in full bloom, here comes cold weather and the rain.
Oh, yeah.
And it zipped them out.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised.